throughout the journey of life, there are those who dedicate themselves to a singular pursuit, preparing meticulously for that one defining moment of greatness. This moment, long anticipated and crafted through years of toil and perseverance, is when destiny calls upon them to seize control and embrace the glory that awaits. For William Scull, this moment stands out as a manifestation to the culmination of dreams and the power of seizing the unexpected. After Canelo was stripped of the IBF title, an unforeseen opportunity emerged, a chance to contend for the vacant crown. Presented with this challenge were two unknown contenders, William Scull and Vladimir Shishkin, both having fought the majority of their career under the radar, unnoticed by the mainstream. In a closely contested bout, Scull emerged victorious, his unanimous decision win elevating him to become the IBF Super Middleweight World Champion. This win was beyond a victory. It was the opening of the Golden Gate to a destiny-altering encounter, Canelo Alvarez, for the undisputed titles of the 168-pound division. As Scull steps into the ring, he does so as the underdog, yet poised on the brink of history. His journey is a profound reflection of the human spirit, where life dedication finds harmony with unforeseen opportunity, and where the dreams of the underestimated take flight. In this monumental challenge, Scull exemplifies courage and self-belief as he stands before the throne to challenge for the 4 crowns. William Scull claims to have navigated the amateur boxing circuit with an impressive tally of over 364 matches. Yet the specifics of this assertion remain shrouded in mystery. His name doesn't appear in any of the world championships or even the Olympics, and evidence of national victories are even equally difficult to find. Nonetheless, as a Cuban boxer with almost 400 claimed amateur bouts, it stands to reason that he demonstrates textbook boxing fundamentals and a keen sense of understanding for the ring. Breaking away from the traditional Cuban school of boxing, which highlights cunning lateral movement and a sniping left hand, Scull primarily fights in the orthodox stance. Although he occasionally switches to southpaw, his record reveals a modest knockout rate, suggesting that his punches may be lacking in power. However, power is only part of the boxing equation, and Scull's true strength lies in his exceptional grasp of technical boxing. Though he may not throw devastating punches, Scull's strikes carry sufficient force to assert his intentions. His fight approach relies on speed, characterized by rapid, calculated strikes paired with nimble retreats, a strategy that emphasizes precision over power. Offensively, he's an accurate striker with fast hands, skilled in exploiting openings and landing clean hits. He embraces caution, favoring precision and control rather than impulsive aggression, thereby ensuring safety and efficiency in the ring.
Ja, macht das aber, dass die Hoffnung ist von Schwedenko, den Kampf in die 8. und 9. 10. Runde zu bringen.
Gerichte von Schwedenko.
Scull orchestrates his fights with the dual guard strategy, shifting between a high guard and a low lead hand. The choice of guard dictates his fighting style. When employing a high guard, Scull remains rooted, adopting a counterpunching approach that we'll further explore in the video. In contrast, with the low lead hand, he demonstrates increased aggression, bending at the hips to evade incoming punches while letting his jab take the forefront. While he follows up with combinations, Scull refrains from committing his full weight behind each strike, favoring a sacrifice of power for enhanced speed. His matches rarely escalate to a frantic pace, highlighting his cerebral approach to boxing. Every bout is a calculated endeavor, as Scull steps into the ring with the intention of enduring the complete 12 rounds, showcasing his strategic thinking and endgame.
Aber nicht wenig. Aufpassen auf die Köpfe, Robert Heulatz.
Ich muss sagen, Scull fällt mir.
When watching Scull on film, nothing particularly remarkable stands out. He maintains his range, lands a few punches, and then exits without overcommitting. Scull appears to be a textbook boxer content to aim for a decision win by getting in, landing a few shots, then getting out, only to wash, rinse, and repeat the process.
Dann boxt es vor, ein bisschen klein machen, hinter der Deckung ran.
When observing Scull's movement, it's apparent that he keeps it minimal. As an outboxer, maintaining distance from an opponent is crucial, and Scull uses movement specifically for that purpose. He shifts to pull away from punching range, or to reset his position before setting his feet to re-engage. Scull seems to avoid inside fighting, focusing most of his movement on maintaining distance. There isn't any dynamic movement in his approach. He doesn't throw punches while moving, or attack from angles. Instead, he moves only when necessary, acting as a rather flat fighter who holds ground within his stance.
Es fehlt so ein bisschen der Zugriff, mit was man da wirklich rankommen.
Das ist natürlich dann immer die Gefahr.
Ungeschlagene hier im Ring. William Scull 18-0, 9 KOs.
Defensively, he exhibits remarkable anticipation, both in his ability to block and to step out of range. His strongest attribute is arguably his skill in maintaining space between himself and his opponent, which gives him ample time to react from the outside. When he adopts a low lead hand stance, much of his defense relies on bending at the hips and rolling with the punches. Footwork also plays a significant role in his defensive strategies. As an outboxer and counterpuncher, it's crucial for him to bait his opponents into engaging. The low lead hand serves this purpose, prompting opponents to commit and miss, which then creates openings for him to counter. His defensive movements are precise and his reflexes sharp, making him a well-balanced boxer on both ends.
Lassen.
Aber es ist natürlich immer die Gefahr, dass du dich selbst...
At the heart of his style, Scull seems to be a counterpuncher, which explains why he often stands his ground and waits patiently. When employing the high guard, he likes to time his opponents as they advance, intercepting them before they could get off the second shot. The high guard also facilitates catching counter techniques, where a punch contacting his glove triggers an immediate counter. However, due to his lack of power, he often settles for landing a clean shot rather than following up aggressively. Ultimately, Scull is content with being a points-focused boxer.
Выше левую руку.
Vielleicht dann doch nicht. Und der Versuch mal.
One potential weakness in his approach is the lack of explosive knockout power. Most elite fighters need to have the ability to land hard punches, as the most skilled cannot always rely solely on outscoring opponents on the judges' scorecards. This upcoming fight represents a significant step up in competition for Scull. From what I've observed, he hasn't yet faced a strong pressure fighter capable of closing the distance that he seeks to maintain. Without the power, fighters like Canelo could push him back and engage in exchanges, where power punchers hold the advantage with traded blows. Watching Scull, nothing particularly striking stood out to suggest he's a match for Canelo. I wouldn't even favor him against the current top 10 fighters in the division. Nonetheless, an opportunity is an opportunity, and I wish the champ all the best.